think we're live. Are we? Can you? Yep. Looks like people are joining. And guys, we've got a good show in store for you this evening. Lots of interesting stuff. You name it, we got it. Mexican silver, American numismatics, you name it, bullion, vintage, even a silver pour. You name it, we got it. And it's all going in just a minute. Hopefully, you're all having a nice evening. Welcome. And let's see. Hopefully, our stream on YouTube is working. If you're not familiar, my name is T the Silver Stacker. I am a YouTuber, and I just started my Whatnot career. I'm just learning my way around this site. And here we go in just a moment. Let me get situated there at a proper angle. And bear with me, my friends. How's that? All right. Hopefully that works for you. And yeah, we've got quite a bit of stuff here. And let's see. M. Poplin says YouTube is working very well. Very good. If, like I said, if you're not familiar, go take a minute to subscribe. But we're going to get right after it, man. We're not wasting any time. We've got some good giveaways for you as well. And Mrs. T, thumbs up.
Yep, thumbs up. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
All right, happy Monday indeed. As a matter of fact, let's take a look here. Can you see? We've got quite the selection there. And all the way across slab, Libertad's proof, fractional, you name it, the old school gorditas. Got a lot for you guys to consider tonight. And by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, now would be a good time for me to mention, come on over to Whatnot. You should be able to find a link somewhere. And instead of just watching, you can actually participate. And I hope you do make your way over. And we've got so much stuff, Mrs. C, I'm not even sure where to start. Let's see. Start somewhere. Let's start with an old standby. Morgan Dollar, 1888. Hey, Tuli is here. Hi, Tuli. Nice to see you here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. We have Libertads. We have proof. We have fractional. We have graded. We have raw. We have gorditas, if you know what the gorditas are. Old school edge lettering. We've got quite the variety. Even there's the 2023 right there. But we're going to start way back, 1888. Gee, just imagine what was happening in the country in 1888. This is 1888-0, and I'll set it right there and use my hands to, there you go. Not too bad. You could clearly see Liberty there. Let's see. Go to the store, and guys, bear with me as I'm kind of new at this. Go to the store. This is see, item number one is an 1888-0 Morgan Dollars. What do I have it set on? Let's see, 30 seconds. Buck and go. Why not? Here we go. Now, if you're new here, this is the way it works. There's a little swipey, yellow swipey button down there. You just swipe that, and that's your bid. Right now it's at $15, $18, and it will go up and up and up to wherever the audience feels it should be. You think this is a $30 coin? You think this is a $34 coin? A $40 coin? Either way, ooh, $21. Keep swiping, my friends. Ooh, somebody's going to get it. Wow, JC Bowhunter. $21? Oh, my Lord. All right, JC, you caught everybody sleeping. Congratulations. You got down on that one. A coin that's 130 something years old. And it just went for $21. Gosh, does that melt? I don't even know. All right, let's hold off on doing any more Morgans for a second until everybody warms up. Maybe good one, JC. And oh man, I feel like I feel like a deer and your with you aiming down from a tree on me, Mr. Bowhunter, and you got me good there. This one is called a shield nickel. There is the shield on that side. And this is a 5-cent no raise variety. And it looks like it's still got some good details to it. Here's the thing I like about this one is that, for starters, it's 1868. I mean, gee, old coin. But I like this flip for some reason. This is like old school. You don't see these anymore. This thing from 1868 might have been put in this in 1968, and there it sat forever. Either way, we're going to throw it out there and see if anybody wants it at a buck and go. Start auction, 30 seconds, and go. And if you're accustomed, like Knox Stacks is, if you're accustomed to my YouTube auctions that go rather slowly compared to Whatnot, just understand Whatnot goes by fast, my friends, really fast. And all you have to do is swipe. T Money 3 is in the lead right now with less than 10 seconds. Oh boy, that's below my cost once again. And maybe everybody's watching women's basketball tonight. I don't know. But woo, T Money, another good one. Man, Mrs. T, might be a short night. Might be a real short night. Let's go to, all right, let's get off of that. And let's see what we'll do next. How about we switch over to some Mexican? We've got quite a bit of Mexican coinage tonight. This one is a little 30% silver, but more than that, it has some nice numismatic qualities to it. For starters, it's in very, very good shape. And you got the 25 centavos, 1952. The world was a much simpler place then, that's for sure. Estados Unidos Mexicanos, right there. Let's see what people want to do on a nice little Mexican coin number, auction number 3. Here it is. 30 seconds to win it at 25 centavos, 25 centavos. T Money's in the lead right now at 5. All you have to do is swipe, and then that will bump you up. And if you like the Mexican, I'll keep going with the Mexican. We've got quite a bit. And 1952, good shape. Oh, here comes some Johnny Cash. Can you guys hear the music at all? Can you hear it? E1 Gua takes her down. Nice little piece there. Nice little piece. Ooh, let's try. All right. This is stepping it up a bit. This is just a year earlier, 5 pesos, not centavos, 5 pesos, silver. And this is a big old honkin' 27 7/9 gram. And it's in good shape, very good shape. So you've got some silver here, some beautiful Mexican silver. You've got the eagle sitting on the cactus with the snake. That was the signal to the wandering tribe of natives who eventually would be called the Mexicanos because they settled right in the middle of Mexico. Either way, enough with the history lesson. Here we go. Auction number 4, 30 seconds, start and go. Again, this is under an ounce of silver, but it's pretty, it's old, and it's in good shape. I like this side better. Estados Unidos Mexicanos. And a really nice piece for your stack collection. You got the silver for stacking. You've got the numismatic beauty for collecting. And it's funny, 27 7/9 grams. They just didn't want to go up to 28. But either way, 72% silver. Beautiful old Mexican silver. You can still swipe. It's not over yet. There's 7 seconds. And this one should definitely be in the 30s. It's a pretty one. I'm telling you, if you need this one for your collection, it's a nice one to have. Very nice details on either side. And there you go. 2 seconds. Noe is winning. Noe, congratulations. Nice win there. And by the way, if you win an auction for the first time here, we'll send you a T the Silver Stacker magnet for your gun safe or your fridge downstairs in your basement or your garage or your silver safe, whatever you want. Or you can put it on your car if you'd like. But that'll be my little thank you for participating. And should we go old school? Old school Gordita, if you like the Mexican, 1982. Now, for those of you who don't know, and by the way, Mrs. T, let me know if I'm missing any comments there.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, this is the year that started it all, 1982. And that's the year the Libertad started. This was Mexico's bullion coin. Prior to that, they had the onza, those the balance scale uh, coins, and then they shut down production of those. And in '82, this Libertad, these are called gorditas, by the way, because they're smaller and they're chunkier. And let's go, gordita. These should be well into the 40s because good luck finding these at coin shops these days. All right, buck and go. I know it's a little crazy. We have over 20 people here. We'll be doing some giveaways. And hey, Newt's here. Hi, Newt. And there you go. You've got a Mexican silver Libertad old school. On Wednesday of last week, I hit 3 different coin shops, and only one of them had a handful of these. These are very hard to find these days because so many people, Butch, congratulations, so many people over the last few years have fallen in love with the Mexican Libertad. And you know what? I'm going to put this one in for Butch. Put in a nice little flip for you there so it's well protected. I pride myself on good shipping, and hopefully you feel the same way when you receive your items, guys. There we go. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, come on over to Whatnot. We're having fun over here. And I am selling Mexican gorditas, not the kind you eat at a Mexican restaurant. These are silver, onzas, 1 ounce of silver with the edge lettering that everybody loves. Let's start it off. See if we can do a little bit better on this one than we did on the last one. And there you go. There's the eagle on the snake. I believe this is the obverse on Mexican currency. The eagle on the snake side is the obverse, but this is the side that everybody wants to see. This beautiful angel, winged angel of victory. And you've got the 2 Mexican volcanoes in the background. Mrs. T, Popocatépetl is one of them. Say that 5 times. $36, man. Butch again. Butch knows. All right, I'm going to get off of those for a minute because Butch seems to be the only one who knows. That's probably about a $45 coin or so. Maybe we'll come back to him. Let's do something a little more conventional. Silvertown. I am broadcasting live. Oh, here, put it in a flip, Mrs. T. Broadcasting live from Northwest Indiana, where it's storming outside, by the way. Hopefully we don't lose power and lose you guys. But the Silvertown bars made down in Winchester, Indiana. This one's old, a little toned up, and it's about the way it should look for a bar that is as old as this one is. This looks like an oldie but a goodie. An ounce of silver from Winchester, Indiana. Let me start it off. Buck and go on the old cool. Let's see if there's anybody who's into vintage silver around here. I've always wanted to go down to, it's Rick the Tick says it's nasty up here tonight. Oh yeah, you got that right. Nice day to be inside, messing around on Whatnot, having fun with T and Mrs. T and the cast of characters that show up. There's over 30 people now, Mrs. T.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Welcome everybody. This should be a little higher on the old vintage. Do we have any vintage fans here? Just give a little swipe-a-roo right now. M. Poplin. M. Poplin pops this one and for $31. Ooh, that is, boy, again, that's another one. Try finding that in a coin shop.
Yeah.
I don't really have many American Silver Eagles tonight, but let's try this. We've got an ASC back date 2019 and one of the little BS little holders. This is not NGC or PCGS or anything like that, or certainly not CAC, but it is an American ounce of silver, our nation's silver bullion coin, and it's being offered right now for a buck on the ASE. Buck and go. Now it's set to $3. And the Bow Hunter, T-Money, there's quite a few people fighting over it now. And 2019 back date, still with the heraldic eagle, the old school eagle with the stars above it. Woo, under 30 for an ASE. Give a little swiperoo there, guys. Fall Guy. All right, we're at 30. That's still a little low, but either way, you guys are the market. You'll dictate what things go for tonight. Task Ready won the auction. We've got a nice variety. Congratulations, Task Ready. And once again, anybody who is new, who wins an auction, will not only get one of these magnets, and everybody else gets a gift as well. By the way, whoever is new gets the magnet and the gift. Mrs. T and I, we always are very, generous, very crazy to just give stuff away, but appreciative. That's a good word, Mrs. T. We appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out. And so, new people get a magnet and a prize. Everybody who buys gets a little something, something to show appreciation. All right, let's go old, very old. Now, before I auction this and hit the buck and go on it, I've got to tell you a story. First of all, I know this is, and who said that? Let's see. TCTC, welcome. Glad you're here. This is an ancient coin. And for those of you who don't know, I have access to the best coin shop on this side of the Atlantic that deals in ancients. It's called Harlan J. Burke. It's in downtown Chicago. And I don't want to go too far and say, that guy on the coin, his name is Kevin, Rick. And I don't want to go too far. I know there's coin shops in Europe that, have, warehouses full of ancients. But on this side of the Atlantic, Harlan J. Burke is the leader. They allow me to handpick through what happened to any vintage silver poured bars. Let's see. I don't think we have any vintage silver pours. We do have plenty of vintage, but not vintage silver pours. Maybe on my Saturday auction, Harlan J. Burke, they allow me to peruse their ancient collection and cherry pick all my favorites. And this one is my favorite because of the two figures on either side there. And I don't know what emperor this is, if it's 1800 years old, 1900 years old, around 200 BC, who knows? Not me. I'm not an expert in ancients, but you can take a flyer on this one. And let me go start the auction. Start now. Take a flyer on this that does have lettering around the perimeter. Either A, maybe you're already an expert on ancient coins and you're going to get a heck of a deal here. Or B, you just want to have a little hobby and do a little research and see what era this came from, what ruler this happens to be. It is copper. I know there's a lot of early copper fans, but this is about as early as it gets. But what intrigued me about this one was the two figures on either side of the coin there. And I kind of imagined to myself, I wish I had the time to do the research, because it would have to be fascinating to figure out, what this one, was it from Mesopotamia? Was it from Greece? Was it from ancient Rome? Was it from, what group of people? This definitely looks like a Roman emperor to me, but I don't want to say for sure. Liza, nice job. I don't want to say for sure because I don't know. And I would be BSing you if I told you I knew. All I know is it's old, it's cool, and it is something that I found extremely fascinating to be able to hold a coin like this one in my hand that might be, 1,852 years old. Lord knows. But here is why I bought this one. Can you see that castle? That castle, I have never seen a coin like that with a castle. And it appears, I don't know if that's a palm tree or an explosion. It's got something like a starburst above it. But a castle with pillars, how cool is that? Now, this side, to me, it has a ruler facing that way. And typically they're facing that way. And it's got some letters that I don't recognize. Hopefully you could see it. Why wouldn't they know, T-Money? Those guys are experts. And when a rookie like me is perusing Just imagine a box about the size of 4 shoe boxes and me just digging through coins and digging through coins. They, you know, don't really have the time to sit there and educate a Yahoo like me who's just digging through coins. But I find them absolutely fascinating. Anyway, enough talking. Let's bid. Here we go. And out of all the ones I've seen, sure, I'll flip it over again. Out of all the ones I've seen, and I've looked at hundreds, I don't know, maybe 1,000, but definitely hundreds. This was the only one that I saw with a castle on it. And it really intrigues me. What era is this from? Who made it? Is this later? Is this from the year 1200 AD? Is this from the year 700 AD? But unique in the respect that there's plenty with Roman emperors all over them left and right. And this may well be a Roman emperor. I don't know. But I've only seen one with a castle, and I knew immediately, let me snatch that one up because it's really cool to me. Kiss My Axe is winning and got it. Congratulations. Kiss My Axe. Nice purchase there. And where do we go from here? Let's see. Over 30 people here. Mrs. T. Let's see. Let's try another gordita. See if someone asked for vintage. A. Ritchie says great price. A. Ritchie, I honestly, I'm not sure. I've seen other coins like that go for 40, 50, 60 bucks. There's an expert on Whatnot and who deals in ancients, and I think he prices based on his knowledge. I have no knowledge when it comes to ancients. I just think they look cool, and I throw them out there, and I let the audience decide what to pay for them. So here is another one, a gordita, a Mexican, 30 seconds, starting now. Mexican silver onza, that means ounce, 1 ounce of silver from 1982. And yeah, these old school gorditas should be in the 40s, I think. That's based on A, what I paid for them, and B, what they go for in shops. Yeah, that should definitely be in the 40. Ooh, somebody almost got it at 34. There we go. I think people are starting to wake up a little bit. And we hit 40, Mrs. T. There she is, the winged angel. And Eliza, once again. And I'll tell you what, and make sure you get that in a flip for Eliza. There you go. I'll give you this stack over here, Mrs. T. And thank you for your help, my dear. All right, let's do another one. Ooh, nice shape. Really nice shape. And, the focal point of these is a certain region. And I'm not talking about the volcanoes. And this one seems to be very, very nice. Let me start at right there. 30 seconds, start. And for those of you who are on YouTube and are accustomed to my YouTube auctions, just know that when you come over to Whatnot, which I hope you do, the auctions go by a little bit faster, a little fast pace. You got to have that finger ready to swipe. And if you see something, you like it, you want it, you better swipe and get it. And RT is in the lead currently, under $40. No other dates. These are 82s. I got my hands on a roll of 82s, and I was very happy to be in a position to do that because, man, they are hard to get these days. All right, let me tell you something else that's hard to get. And by the way, I don't have more of these to pull out. And I was lucky enough to get a handful of these. These are last year, or actually 2 years ago, 2022. These are the hard one to get. This is the key date, 1/20th ounce. 1/20th ounce. Mintage, take a look. Can you see? 4,500. So that's why these are considered the key date when it comes to Mexican Libertads out of 2022. You could see there, obverse, reverse, and let's see what this one goes for. don't sleep on this one, my friends. With the mintage like that, I mean, just think about how many people around the world love Libertads, and 4,500 of these exist. 30 seconds, buck and go, starting now. Boom, 2022. Look at that mintage. 4,500. Key date, my friends, key date on the 2022s. The bigger, the better. I don't know if you're collecting this set, only 4,500 people on the planet will be able to put a full set of these together because that's all they made of the little guy, the 1/20th ounce. And there you go. Ooh, low, 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 cheap, cheap, cheap. Bluegrass nose. Congratulations, Bluegrass, on that, Mrs. T. That was Bluegrass. Just took that one. And all right, somebody likes bigger Libertads. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm so crazy, Mrs. T, because I am going to start this one in just a moment at a buck and go. This is, I want to see a face reveal. Let's see. Kind of blurry. 1 ounce, Plata Pura, pure silver, $9.99. Woo! Pretty, pretty, pretty. You know what? Oh, man. Maybe I should do a givey. Should I do this or do a givey first? Spokane's here. Oh.
No. And then
All right, let's do a givey first.
go ahead.
And let's see, where's my little givey? There's a little commercial. If you aren't familiar, find me on YouTube in Smallwood Johnson. Watch Mrs. T's Pouring Butterfly on eBay. You mean on YouTube last night?
Well, thanks.
They didn't make their way to eBay already, did they? Aftermarket?
Yeah, no. No, there's only 5 out there.
All right, this is going to be the givey right here. The givey is what they call it. And by the way, if you're not familiar, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube right now, come on over, use the link on YouTube to come and get a $15 free credit. Some of this stuff is going to go for $15 tonight. You get some free stuff and also support the Whatnot efforts. We'll do this in a minute, but first let's do a giveaway. And I could probably do them simultaneously, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
Let me go to the little store here, giveaway, and let's see. Follower. All right, so in order to do this, you have to be a follower here on Whatnot, and we would certainly appreciate it if you would be a subscriber on YouTube. All right, here's the givey, and while that's running, that currently has. We're looking. What you can't see is a countdown clock here. It says 19 entries and 20 entries, 21. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. So while we're waiting to give that away, woo-wee, look at this beauty. That's just my hand's sweating just from holding this thing. It's a beauty. Probably right out of the tube into this holder, and it's pristine. It's gorgeous. And we're going to go to auction, and we're going to hit start auction. I'm going to bump this one up. This is a special one, my friends. We'll bump it up to a minute to win it on the 2023. And by the way, if you don't know about proofs are the best example a mint can possibly make. They polish and polish and polish those dies, and the idea is to create the finest example that particular mint can create with the technology that is available to them. Well, the technology of the Mexican mint, Cortez conquered Mexico in 1520. He arrived and conquered. By 1540, they had a mint set up. And since 1540, the Mexican mint has been going nonstop. And this is an example of the latest and greatest. Ooh, only $50. Ooh, give a little swipe. This is a nice piece for your collection, my friends. This is an example of the best that mint that is over 400 years old can produce, and she is gorgeous. I will tell you, she is gorgeous. And Kiss My Axe, congratulations. Nice job on that one. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And let's see. let's do another gordita. And I'm telling you, I was really, really lucky. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. That's plenty of time to run this one. Hit start auction. I'm going to bump it down from a minute to less time. How about 30 seconds, Mrs. T? Start auction. This is auction number 15. Should be in the 40s for a Mexican silver libertad. Again, go to your local coin shop. Hard to find, my friends. Hard to find. And JC, the bow hunter, knows. And yep, Rick the Tick says those do nothing but go up in price, and they're not making any more 82s. And it's old school. It's cool. Liza's in the lead at the moment, and you can add this to your collection. All right, Liza takes her down. Congratulations, Liza. We have a minute 45. That's just enough time to, I don't know, what should we run next? Let's do one more of these. That's enough time. Let's do it. Boom. Start auction. 30 seconds. Old school, Silvertown, Winchester, Indiana. This one looks like it was out on the parking lot at AutoZone because it's got this crazy rainbow tone. That old prospector, and it's gorgeous. And I like it. Newt is winning. It's got some pretty colors. You guys probably can't see as well because the artificial lighting in here. But when you get it home, take it outside. It's got some turquoise, some pinkish. It's very pretty. Very pretty. And Canton Coins, Michigan. MI? Does that stand for Michigan? All right, Canton Coins, MI. If you're in Michigan, maybe we ought to visit you. All right, we're down to like 40 seconds for this, so that's probably not enough time. Oh my gosh, Mrs. T, there's over 70 people now here. I've heard about those Givey goblins, is what another whatnot guy calls folks. It looks like, I wonder if, once this is given away in 20 seconds, if a lot of people will leave or they'll stay. I have no idea. There's only one way to find out. But if you're new here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am T the Silver Stacker on YouTube. I have over 20,000 subscribers. I've been at it a few years, since that's the reason the 20 is there. I started in November of 2020. And hey, take a look. Let's see who the winner is, Mrs. T. The winner is Knox Stacks. Congratulations, Knox. Hey, that is someone who is a friend of the channel. And the fix is not in, I assure you. But I am happy that somebody that I know and watches the channel. Oh, here comes some Johnny. Here comes some Johnny. I'm in a good mood now. I'm really good mood now. Oh boy, no, I'll try not to sing. Unless people request my singing, I'll try my best not to sing. I can't. No promises. A Ton Tavern says no singing, and then Tom says please no. I think I lost about 40 people last time when I sang last time, and here we go. We're going old school. Sing away, T. Spokane says. Burns, burns, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. All right, here we go. Let me get this started. When this song came out, people didn't like it because they said it sounded too Mexican. All that trumpet music sounded too Mexican. And you know what Johnny Cash said? Well, he gave him the big, one of these, the big bird, and said, screw you, I love this song, and he sang it throughout his whole career. Love that guy. Love Johnny. All right, Engelhard Prospector, the old prospector. You got the eagle, you got the flag, you got the Engelhard name, and this is vintage, cool. I love the fact that they're dated, by the way. Ooh, only $35, swipe-a-roo. Liza, nice win on that one. Thank you. People were too worried that I was going to start singing and make those dogs bark, and they weren't even paying attention. Liza was.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of dogs, should I do it, Mrs. T?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do a little bit of silver pouring for those of you who don't know. And it's a fun hobby. Here is a certificate of authenticity. I have a channel mascot. As a matter of fact, just a minute ago, he was scratching at the door trying to get in. But when he's in here, he distracts Mrs. T way too much. So we had to give him the boot. But I poured this and I stamped his image right on it. His name is Bentley. And man, not to brag or anything like that, but it's not easy to get it right in the center, right dead center. And I'm kind of getting better at it. He's a little French bulldog. So this would be a nice piece if you have a silver pour collection you want to add to it, or you're new to the whole silver pour game and you want to get in with a little 1.1 ouncer. I've made 30 of these buttons, many all with variety of different motifs and names and stamps on them and different images. This one happens to be the Bentley. Let me put the clock on, start auction. I have a feeling some of my YouTube folks might be interested in this. And if you are, come on over to Whatnot, start auction at a minute on the original silver pour from yours truly, made at the risk of burning my fingers. And
Yeah, we won't go into detail on
Yeah.
how hot that silver can get. Right?
oh yeah, man, that's whoo-wee.
Mhm.
Yeah, I burnt. Oh, Mrs. T bashed her finger the other day.
Oh, I know. Don't remind me.
Knox is winning at $32. Oh my gosh, that's basically the silver price.
Yeah.
I was hoping that people might appreciate the silver a little bit more. No, this is it, Indiana in person. This is the only one. So if you want, Bentley is, oh, not the real Bentley. This Bentley is a buck and go, and it's only at $36. Yikes. Okay. Well, now people are waking up when there's only 9 seconds to go, but only 40. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that tells me not to offer any more silver pours on Whatnot. Although it's climbing up a little bit, it's at 44, but yikes, kiss my axe. You got yourself a good deal there. And no worries. Hey, Mrs. T, why don't you get that music going again? Do you know how to
Yeah.
open that tab
What
up?
happened to it?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll let you be the DJ.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's go back. I'll tell you what. Let's do something small. And I'll tell you two things. A, this is a nice old Canadian dollar. And yeah, Toy World dominated the other night on YouTube.
So
All right.
yeah.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, I just hit shuffle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go. All right, this is the totem pole and Canadian dollar, but I don't know why I like this little frame that it's in so much. So this is my favorite side right here. 1858, 1958. You got the totem pole, you got this crazy little frame, and let me put it at 30 seconds, and we'll see. And 30 seconds, and start auction, and go. On the Canadian silver dollar, in this cool little frame. So basically, there's a flip inside there, and the frame is made specifically for these 2x2 frame flips. So, gosh, this must be from Lord knows when, to be honest with you, because I can't remember the last time I ever saw one of these little frames, but that's what intrigued me. That's why I bought it, and make a nice little display piece. Maybe put it on your bookshelf or something like that. A is silver, and B, you got the young queen there too, by the way, and B, it's totem pole, which is the cool one, and C, it's in a nice little frame for your display. And looks like bluegrass, congratulations on that one. And Mrs. T, that was auction 19. What do you say we do another giveaway at maybe 30? Like an 11 more? Maybe 28 or 30, something like that. Let's see. Let's go back to Morgan's. See if there's any Morgan fans here. There's over 30 people. This is an 1884 Philly. But what I like, look at the detail, the Liberty, the hair, all that. And what I'd like to direct your attention to is the gorgeous tone. I mean, this coin looks like it's from 1884. It is from 1884, and it's just pretty, pretty, pretty. We're going to start it in just right now, and it's going to run for only 30 seconds at a buck and go. I'm going to have blind faith that the folks in the chat like Morgan dollars as much as I do, and especially ones with nice detail and just really pretty eye appeal. Very nice tone. Not all Morgans are this pretty, I can tell you that. I've seen some real ugly ones in bins and in displays over the years. But this is a pretty one. Pretty, pretty, pretty Morgan. And, ooh, only $23. Oh, no. Last Morgan of the night at that rate. Oy. Yeah. Did I mention it's a pre-1900? It's a 1884. Gosh. All right. People are starting to wake up a little bit. And, who doesn't like a Morgan dollar? Just for the stacking purposes alone, you could stick this in a tube. But it's too pretty for that. This is a nice one. Very nice. Got the eagle there. Still has a little bit of life left in those breast feathers. But just the eye appeal is gorgeous. Newt is in the lead currently, and Newt is going to take her down. Congratulations, Newt, on that one. Let me take a little sip of water. That was 1884. Let's see. If you missed out on that one, let me show you this one. And, ooh, another pretty, pretty, pretty. Liberty just popping right out there. And I just noticed for the first time, Mrs. T, in her headdress here, she's got a little bit of wheat. That's interesting. And looks like maybe some ivy back there. I don't know. But either way, this is pretty. 1888 O. And I always like, and there you see the obverse, the reverse. You see the O down there. O, if you're not familiar, stands for New Orleans. Nolans. Pretty coin, my friends. And I like to kind of use my imagination. Just imagine 1888, what this might have bought in the city of New Orleans, where this was minted in 1888. Maybe a night in a hotel, maybe a couple of bottles of whiskey, maybe a bunch of beers, maybe some other nefarious things. Either way, this dollar was worth a nice chunk of change back in the day, but it's silver and it's beautiful. And it should be worth, probably about $40 at least, I would imagine. For this kind of eye appeal, that is about as pretty as they come, my friends. And yeah, it's a gorgeous one. Plus, it's got that O. I love the idea. We've been to New Orleans. Oh my gosh. Fun place. Easy place to get in trouble. Ooh, only $35? Oh boy, Dave's going to get away with a steal. The Dave takes her down on a good price, really good price. All right. How about another Libertad? But we'll do something kind of special here. I graded or had this graded myself. I sent in a tube of Libertads, a whole good part of a roll, 10 actually. So a half a roll. I picked out the 10 best with a buddy of mine who's a very good eye for coin grading. And we sent this one in to NGC. And for what you might not understand about, if you're new, about coin grading and so forth, nowadays they'll take a Libertad or an American Silver Eagle or any modern coin and take it straight out of the monster box, send it straight in, and you get a lot of 70s. Back in 1983, you could go to the bank and get these and cash in your pesos for actual silver. And they were traded around and exchanged hand to hand. Maybe this thing bought a horse or some ammo or a sack of flour or God knows what back in 1983. But these were exchanged. And yeah, a lot of them were put away. A lot of them were dinged around, dented up. And you don't find them in an MS-65 very often. Matter of fact, the MS stands for mint state. You don't find them in mint state very often. And so here you go. Tuli. It's going to depend on how this one goes. I do have one more. And if this one doesn't go over the price that I have in my head, that'll be it. Because A, it's a gorgeous coin. B, I got it slabbed on, it was kind of special, the fact that I got it slabbed. And by the way, if you win this, go back and look at that video, and you could have that as a memento forever and ever to know that, hey, the coin that you just bought is featured in a video that's been seen by thousands of people all over the world. And yeah, someone says $100 minimum. It'll go where it goes. Right now, it's going pretty low. Yeah, I would think at least in the 70s or 80s somewhere, not the 60s, for something this gorgeous of a coin. And let's see, A. Ritchie, congratulations, took her down. And Mrs. T is saying, no more, no mas.
No. That's those are your babies.
Those are my babies, huh? Well, all right. Well, I have one more on the display here, and Tuli was asking. And so, what the hell? Let's do it. Let's hope that it gets closer to $100 than $70. And there's only one way to find out. There you go. It's up and running. Might go for $20, Mrs. T. I don't know. No, it's already over 50. Let the buyers and the market dictate. It's a pretty coin, I'm telling you. It's very rare to find 83s in mint state. And I mean, this one, you talk about the cartwheel, you see really, really nice. And this gorgeous NGC holder, we're about halfway done. It's at 73. Tuli's in the lead currently. And we'll see if it holds up or not. $73, 18 seconds, Tuli. Now it's down to 15. We'll see if she holds up. Sometimes there's a little flurry at the end here. And over 30 people watching. 73 bones. And 2, 1. Tuli. Glad it went to you, Tuli. Nice job on a pretty coin. All right, my friends. All right. If 73 is a little high for your blood, but you still want a gorgeous coin, here you go. This one should be north of 40. We're going to do it in a buck and go. We're going to reduce the time, wait back down to 30 seconds. Start auction. Boom. Pretty coin. I wouldn't. Does it add extra value if it's signed? I'd be happy to autograph it for you. Actually, I thought about getting little stickers made that have my logo on them. I don't know if that would increase or decrease the value. $37, way too low. This should easily be in the 40s, my friends. Easily be in the 40s for a gorgeous 1982 Mexican Silver Libertad. There you go. For your consideration. A. Ritchie, congratulations. Oh, nice song. Can you guys hear that one? Love that song. Well, I've only have one left, so I might as well run it. And what auction? We're on number 24, Mrs. T.
No, I just did 24.
I think you might be off because was that number 24? Oh, okay. My bad, Mrs. T. Here we go. You know what? Nothing like having a good woman behind you, that's for sure. 30 seconds, auction number 25. And there she is. Mexican Silver Libertad. Last one of the night in this style, the Gordita. Independence and Liberty is what that says in Spanish. And there you go. She's a pretty one. And yeah, these are drying up, my friends. They truly are. You don't see them in the coin shops as frequently as you used to. Kiss My Axe takes her down. All right, Tuli. I have another one that you might like. Let me show you this right here. Tuli, I know you like these things. Big Mother is Watching. This is one of those silver shields. And look at the mintage, 3605. They only made 4550 of these. Let's open it up and take a look here. Let's see. It's got the certificate. They don't always have a Death of the Dollar, Rate Reaper. Well, there's a bunch of certificates here. Huh. Somebody left a bunch of certificates in here. This one, so these go to other coins that are long gone by now. This, let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look together. This is the first time I've actually opened this. I saw this side through the plastic. So Big Mother is watching you. And my guess is that's a depiction of the Queen. And it says One Nation Under CCTV. So and it looks like a camera lens. So the criticism here, and the Silver Shield, they like to criticize society. The criticism here is that Big Mother is always watching you. And okay, here is the Silver Shield logo, I guess. 1 troy ounce, 2017, with a certificate of authenticity. Throw it out there. Buck and go. Will it hold there? Yep, it'll hold. There she is. All right, Buck and go. Let me open up the little store there. Number 26, Mrs. T. Start auction. Buck and go. All right. So for this, you're buying not just the silver content, you're looking at the collectability factor, my friends. Highly collectible, and this is a back date, 2017. Second Chance Stacks is winning at the moment. Sorcerer Stan is in the lead with 6 seconds to go. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is a popular one, Mrs. T.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. I like it.
It is. I like the commentary because anymore it does feel like the day, like Big Brother, or in this case, Big Mother, is constantly watching. We'll put that back in the original packaging. And congratulations to the day. And let's see. Ooh, all right. How about some vintage? 1983. These are cool because not only do you have a nice ounce of silver here, the old A mark, but it's dated. It's dated 1983. And oh, what a good year. I was playing Little League Baseball on the All-Star team, having a good old time, Mrs. T. Girls were chasing me around the neighborhood. And
just good old time.
All right, 1983. Indiana in Person starts us off. And there we go. Oh, Indiana in Person's here. I've got an Indiana piece. Woo! I got it off to the side. I think I had it somewhere. Where is that Indiana piece? Are you guys bid away while I'm looking for that Indiana piece? Oh, maybe I don't have it. Oh, I have to go dig for it. Oh, only $29 on the old school vintage prospector? I mean, vintage A-mark? Oh, lordy. Knox Stacks knows. Yeah, that should be mid-30s for something old and cool like that. Yeah. And I got to find that piece for my friend from Indiana. Rick the Tick is saying fire sale. I agree. Indiana in Person takes that one down. We'll put that in the flip for you. Let me see if I can find that piece. For Indiana in Person. I don't want to disappoint my friend from Indiana. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. All right, Hoosiers. Here we go. Calling all Hoosiers or race car fans. Ooh, there's almost a face revealer there. You recognize that? That's before the pagoda. If you know, you know. That's before the pagoda. Indianapolis 500. Look at that. 1991. And the serial number is 1591. That side's cool, but I really like this side. Mrs. T and I used to live for 9 years within walking distance to the Indianapolis or Indiana Motor Speedway. And so we went to Indy 500 one year, and we walked from our house And it's a good thing we did because we had quite a few beverages and we stumbled home and we had a good old time. A carb day is a lot of fun too. But anyway, enough about all that. Let me start that one for my Indiana friends or car racing friends. 30 seconds, buck and go on a cool 1991 round with those race cars. Guys, I watch that F1 show on Netflix. That's a really good show. And yeah, in case you're wondering, yes, it is 1 ounce of 999 fine silver. And when I say fine, that is a fine looking coin right there, a fine looking round. Indiana in person's winning. Let's see if the Hoosier, Sassy Susan, is winning the race. Sassy Susan, who's going to make it to the finish line? Sassy Susan in the lead. The checkered flag goes to Sassy Susan. All right, welcome, Sassy Susan. And if I haven't mentioned it, congratulations there. Let me put that straight in a flip. It's a pretty piece. If I haven't mentioned it in a while, all new buyers will get the the Silver Stacker magnet and a gift. And everybody who buys will get a little bit of swag. And Rick the Tick says, much love to Sassy Susan. All right. I love the name too. I have 2 sassy daughters. I can tell you that. All right. Let's. Is it time for a giveaway? Let's do. All right. Oh, what the heck? Let's do a giveaway. What do you say? Let's give this away, and then we'll run an auction at the same time. This time we had Mrs. T. You've got a collection going to your left there, and it's a nice variety of purchasers, buyers. And so we're going to do we're going to do a giveaway for buyer appreciation. Everybody who bought something, and we'll have more of these, but buyer appreciation starting in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. So thank you to everybody who bought something. And if you're sitting here and you haven't bought something yet, well, let me give you an easy chance. Let me throw something out there. This won't go for $100 or anything. This is a nice little piece, Native American piece. It's got a stamp here, buffalo nickel, Indian cent, and it's this is one of those kind of educational pieces where you could show your kids or your grandkids. Indiana, first time winning on Whatnot, do you automatically get payment or do I need to send payment and address? Indiana in person, you're good to go. That's the beauty of Whatnot. That's one of the things I've really come to love, because for my Saturday auction, Saturday night, this morning on Monday, I was still hunting people down to pay and sending invoices and stuff. And for Whatnot, it's all automatic. That is the beauty. So in case you're wondering, why does T like Whatnot so much? That's one of the big reasons. It's a huge time saver for Mrs. T and me for our hectic schedule, our everything. But anyway, buck and go on this. We go back to auction. We go back to 30 seconds. And start auction. So if you didn't win anything yet, here's your chance to get a nice little piece. Numismatic history there. 1934 buffalo nickel, Indian head penny. Give it to a kid or a grandkid. The display is nice. It's a very beautiful Native American display that you could put up on your, you could frame it if you wanted. It's probably, I don't know, it looks like about a 5x7, so it'd be easy to just toss right in a frame. Or you can put it on a bookshelf or what have you. Nice little piece there, though. And, only $6? I was going to say, any kid or grandkid, especially if they're into coin collecting, would love to have that. And let's see. It also has a little story here. Covered by the Certificate of Authenticity is a little bit of information. Liza, you can take a look at that when you get her home. Let's do another little piece because we have 2 minutes and 43 seconds. And, that's a nice little piece. All right, here's a nice little. 1888, my friends. Seated, Liberty, 1888. Not in the best of condition. It's kind of worn on this side. It looks like a coin from 1888, that's for sure. And that and that, and it's got some imperfections there. I don't know if that's a counter stamp or what, but either way, buck and go. So this is your opportunity. If you haven't bought anything yet, jump in, and then you'll be eligible for this giveaway. Giving away some free silver here. And I'll tell you what, 3 grams of Elcambi sure beats a stick in the eye, that's for sure. Seated Liberty, if you don't have the 1888 for your Dansko album or your Whitman album and you need that 1888, buy this one, put it in that hole until you get a nicer one. And, there you go. For goodness sakes. Found you finally. I was on YouTube. Now I can buy. Daniel, glad you're here, Daniel. Still have some interesting things for you to purchase. And Liza takes that one. And let's do another one real quick. We have a minute 28. Here's a neat little piece. Again, if you haven't bought yet and you want to get in on the Givey, here's your chance. Probably for not that much. These Lincoln cents from 1943, the steel penny. I'll tell you what, usually when you see these things, they look like hell. They look like they've been through a war, and because they're discolored and they look terrible, and these are in good shape. 1943, you got the Philly, you got the Denver, and you got the San Fran, all in one nice little set. Again, to give to a kid, to keep for yourself, whatever you'd like to do, stocking stuffer, there you go. And then you could tell the story to the kids or grandkids about how in the war they needed that copper, so they made pennies or cents out of steel. Liza takes her down again, and we have, congratulations, Liza. We have 25 seconds to give this away. And you know what? Take a look. All of those Givey goblins, they didn't show up in droves and then just go away, because this is for buyers only. We have only 10 entries. And so you have a 1 in 10 chance. Good luck, guys, in 8 seconds to whoever wins this. I kind of have mixed emotions about those Givey goblins, but here we go. 1, 0. Let's see who wins. And the winner is Kiss My Axe. Congratulations. There you go. We'll do another one of those. Mrs. T, let's see. Let's keep me going here. That was number 31. How about at 41, we do another giveaway? Let's see. Old school. Serialized. JM. Super shiny. There's both sides. Vintage silver. I'll put this here with the hopes that it doesn't fall down. And I'm going to start this 30 seconds. Let's see, serial number, what is that? 0580924 on the JM bar. On the JM bar. Let me take a sip of, did I hit start? I did. Yeah, it's 18 seconds. It got stuck on 30. That's why I was wondering how an old school vintage bar would still be stuck on 30. Maybe there'll be a flurry at the end. That's below my cost, my friends. Okay. Took a sip of water. I looked down, and it bumped up. So thank goodness I almost spit my water out, Mrs. T.
Thank you for looking that way.
Yeah, okay. Ton Tavern. Hey, that's a familiar name. Hi, Ton Tavern. Just shipped out your auction today with the rest of them. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's try another one of those. This one, the last 2 digits of the serial number are 46. 46. And Mrs. T, put that one in a flip right straight away. Don't want anything on there. And let me start this. Start auction. Boom. Let's see where she goes. Vintage silver lovers. This one's for you. And by the way, as someone mentioned earlier, if you are watching on YouTube right now, come on over to Whatnot, have some fun. There should be a link down on the YouTube comment somewhere where you can find. I'm going to spit out my water again.
Yeah.
And that you could come and not only watch, but also participate and do some bidding and have some fun in that way, and wind up with some silver mailed to you from yours truly. All right, Mrs. T, let's see if they like spiders.
Oh boy.
There you go. Look at this. Australian funnel web spider. And it resembles kind of a coin shop owner that I know on Keystone, or is it on Keystone Avenue, Mrs. T?
Who?
Uh, his
Second-
initials are KH.
Yeah.
I don't know why this spider just reminded me of him. Maybe because he's not here. That way I could talk about him. You got the old queen on this. I don't know which side is scarier. The old queen with the wrinkles or that funnel web spider. And let's do a buck and go on this one. Now, Rick the Tick's going to go tell Kevin Hunt I was talking about him. Oh, is that Folsom Prison Blues? Oh, love that one. All right, buck and go, guys. This is an ounce of silver. Is it too scary for you? Is the spider too scary? I don't know when. Fucking Folsom Prison. $29. Ooh, it's kind of cool. It's actually, it's not just a round. It's an actual coin. It has Australia Queen, the Queen on it, and the made in Australia. Oh boy, no more spiders here. Knox to axe. Ooh, we caught that one in a web right there. All right, here's a neat little numismatic piece, guys. 2-cent piece. 1868. You talk about early copper. I made a video on early copper. 1860. You know, the mint opened in the 1790s. So, I mean, this is less than 70 years, or a little around 70 years after they opened. 2-cent piece. 2 cent. I like this side. Imagine needing a 2-cent piece. Now we're getting ready to get rid of change because it's not even useful anymore. That back then they needed a 2-cent piece. This is a nice numismatic piece, my friends, in pretty good shape. You could see the date clearly. You could see that shield. You could read the words, "In God We Trust" at the top. $2 for the 2-cent piece. I would have bought it at $2. That's below my cost. I guess we don't have numismatic people here. All right. 2-cent piece for $4. Whoa. I think I'd buy them all day at that point. Did I mention it's from 1868? I mean, gosh, this is what you call old copper. And J Funk, there's a bunch of people joining. T-Bone. Hi, T-Bone. And $9, under $10 for a cool old numismatic piece. All righty. Mrs. T, congratulations, Wonks. And by the way, anybody who's new and wins an auction gets a magnet for their safe or their beer fridge or what have you. Man, who won that? Wonks?
Yes.
I think Wonks got a good deal there. All right, guys. This is what you call monster tone. Monster tone on this. This is gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous, original, even tone all the way around this American Silver Eagle. 1886. Let me look at the reverse here.
It's shuffling, but
oh boy. It's about as pretty as it gets, my friends. As pretty as it gets. Let's pick a different song, Mrs. T, if we just heard that one. I don't know. Just click on one. No, on one of the names. I'll just leave it there. It's a beautiful song. All right, Silver Eagle. Do you love this?
Did you start it?
No, you're messing with the music. I'm admiring this coin, and neither of us started the thing. So here we go. 30 seconds on the monster toner with the little Led Zeppelin. Yeah, you guys, Rick, you probably don't want this one. This one is way too toned and ugly. No, this one's gorgeous. Hambone knows. Hey, Hambone. And T-Money knows. This is monster. If I went into downtown to the local coin shop here, he'd have $65 on this all day long for this kind of tone. And so if you're a toner lover, you know. Yeah, this is pretty. $46. Good deal on this one. Pete Clark knows. Hey, Pete Clark. All right, let's go from tone to bright and shiny. Tone to bright and shiny. That was item number 36. This will be 37. Look at that. I mean, this one, as I admire it, I'm thinking this might be a candidate for grading. If you're one that grades coins, I don't see a single blemish on it. It's a gorgeous coin. 30 seconds, start auction, and go on the 2023 Mexican Libertad. And by the way, in case you're wondering about the mintage here, you're talking only a little over 600,000. Less than a million. Only 600,000 on last year's Libertad. And she is pretty. Look at that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Ooh, under 40? Ooh-wee. And there we go. Sassy Susan knows this is a gorgeous one. And yeah, definitely one to consider for grading if that is your thing. Sassy Susan, nice buy there. Ooh, I've got another interesting piece. Do you guys know about Medallic Arts? First of all, admire this beautiful round here. Dawn of America. This is for the nature lovers. You got the hiker, you got the sunshine in the background, you've got the gorgeous eagle over a lake. Mrs. T and I just saw an eagle fly over. Here in Indiana, it's a rare occurrence to see a bald eagle. We just saw a bald eagle, and it was a real treat, And they're slowly making a comeback in the state of Indiana, around the state. When I say slow, I mean very slow. Like it's a major treat when you get to see one. And anyway, this is sesquicentennial. So that would be 1880 to 1970, whatever. 999 pure silver. And let's see. These are usually a little bit over an ounce. This is number 3335. And yeah, I kind of wonder, I think this might be 1.1 ounces. Medallic Art Co. New York. Cool piece, no matter where you're from. This is a gorgeous piece right here. And let me start it. Start auction. Boom. Good eyes, Mrs. T. Good eyes. I've got my bifocals on. And yeah, pretty piece. 30 bucks. Ounce of silver. That's a very nice one. If you know somebody who likes hiking and nature and only $30 for a collectible. Knox knows. Oh boy, I think Knox caught him sleeping on this one. 3 seconds. Knox, you done good on that one. Very good. That's a nice piece. All right, let's see what else we might have that people might like. Let's see. Oh, here's something I don't really care for that much. The 40%ers. Let's just see if anybody wants to pay $1 or $2 for the 40% Kennedy. Start auction. Here we go. Might want to add this to your order if you collect the 40%ers. That won't fit there. There you go. $4. 1969 Kennedy $50. And there you go. That's a beautiful eagle on that side. And ton. Oh, scratch and dent ton. Ton Tavern taking her down for $4 on the old Kennedy. And Dale jumps in. Dale jumps in with 3 seconds left to go and takes her down $5 on the 40%er. And let's see. Great Nation. All right, we did something celebrating Maine, Land of the Free. This is commemorative, September 11, 2001. Oh, Lord, who remembers where they were at on that day? I certainly do. A great nation stands united. An ounce of silver. Here you go. Auction number 40. Where did we say we were going to do the next giveaway?
After this.
All right, after this.
Yes.
Well, heck. Yeah, we'll do it after this.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, another nice piece coming up next. All right, $33 on the patriotic silver, my friends. Tom's Wank is winning right now. Some of these names I've seen on Whatnot are absolutely hilarious. And let's see. Portage, Indiana is where you were. I was in Indianapolis at the time. on the northwest side. Congratulations, Tom's Wank. And like I said before, if you are a new buyer, and by the way, this is my logo that depicts the stuff I do. I like my Libertads. I like making poured silver. I haven't made a sugar skull in quite a while. I like the old PCGS Rattlers. Actually, that's an OGH right there. But anyway, and a nice selection of coins around the perimeter. Morgan dollars, an onça, Libertads. So anyway, you'll get one of those for your beer fridge. And we said we're going to do a giveaway.
Yep.
Here we go. Is this the last one of the night? Oh no, I have another one up there. So let's do this one and one more. Here's the commercial. If you're watching on Whatnot, you could see it in my show notes as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come find me. I am T the Silver Stacker on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, take a look here. Use that link in the video description and receive or in the comments and get yourself a $15 free credit and get some free stuff by showing up and joining Whatnot. All right, this is going to go. Let me remember how to do that. Hit that. I go to giveaway. I do, let's see, buyer appreciation.
Buyer appreciation. And good night, Rick. Rick the Tick.
Oh, Rick the Tick. Have a good one, Rick.
Thank you.
All right, now while that's going, what we'll do is we'll throw out this Lakota Nation. Look at that. 2013, backdated. A pretty stern-looking Native American there. Lakota, where is that from? Currency of the Free and Independent Nation. FreeLakotaBank.com. 50. 1 ounce. This might be collectible, actually. 2013 Lakota Nation. Anybody knows where that's at? Feel free to let us know in the chat. Is that the Dakotas? I'm not familiar. Anybody know where Lakotas are from? 30 seconds, auction, and start. Boom. All right. If you enjoy the Native American motif, there you go. It's an ounce of silver, and it's got an interesting look. And Lakota Nation, do they have their own bank? If they did, that's pretty damn cool.
Mm-hmm.
Currency of the Free and Independent Nation.
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Is that what I guessed? Or did I say why?
The Dakotas.
Oh, okay. Teton Mountains.
South Dakota, yeah.
South Dakota, I think. And all right, guys, $30. Let's give a little love for the Lakota Nation. 2 seconds. More is winning. More takes her down. That's a bargain price.
Yeah.
All right. And we have 3 minutes to go on the giveaway. Then we're going to do something crazy.
Oh,
Mrs. T, we're doing something crazy. All right. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute. All right. While we're waiting for that 3 minutes to count down, let's try another one of these JMs. This one, serial number 628 is the last 3 digits. And there you go. You want to see the reverse? There you go. There it is. And there is your JM bar right there. And yeah, these should be at least in the mid 30s, upper 30s, maybe even 40. I don't know. It all depends on who shows up on any given night, whether they like vintage silver or not. And by the way, in order to be eligible for the giveaway, there's only 12 entries, actually, as I look up at the right-hand corner here. There's only 12 entries. And in order to be eligible, you have to buy something. And so, Tom's Wank has got it for $30. All right, last of those of the evening. Oh, 30. Okay. It bumped up a little bit, but still, you're like basically around my cost. And that, you throw it out there. Ton Tavern takes her down. Well done, Ton Tavern. And let's see, we have I'll do one more regular thing. And then we'll do something kind of crazy that I've never done before. All right, let's do something real basic here. 2024, King Chuck, the son of a buck, on that side, Charles III, and who doesn't love a good Canadian maple leaf? Those crazy Canadians, 3 nines wasn't good enough for them. They had to go all out for 4 nines, 9999, and put the nice little privy mark there. All right, these are for the Maple Leaf lovers, and this is number 43, Mrs. C.
Yes, it is.
All right, thanks for keeping me straight. There you go, Maple Leaf. How do you do the hearts? Let's see. I'm not sure, Tuli, are you talking to somebody in the chat? All right, less than a minute, and double tap the screen. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I'm learning something. Double tap and you can do a heart. Very nice. All right, $32 on Ton Tavern knows his stuff. And from Ton Tavern from Michigan, from the great state of Michigan, maybe not far from Tuli. I don't know. There's several Michiganders here, at least a couple. And there are 25 seconds left to win 3 little grams of Southwest Michigan. Oh, you're at Ton Tavern. Well, maybe we should stop in the Ton Tavern. I don't even know. We like to go down to Warren Dunes in Southwest Michigan. All right. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, there's 5 seconds to go in a Givey. How far are you away from Semper Fi, my friend? Let's see. Here's the winner. And the winner is Tom Zwank, 343. All right, congratulations, Tom.
Congratulations.
Very well done. And Ton Tavern, how far are you from Warren Dunes? We enjoy going to that place. All right, here we go. Indiana in person's crying. Don't worry, Indiana in person. There's one more chance. One more chance. And we're going to do something a little bit crazy. And honestly, I'm a little out of my comfort zone because I've never done this before. And I'm trying not to spill this everywhere, Mrs. T. I better get some scissors. Yeah, before I have an explosion here in the coin room.
Yep.
All right. I saw these guys on Whatnot, and again, forgive me, I'm new to Whatnot. I saw these guys juicing. Mrs. T, have you ever heard of juicing?
Juicing?
Yeah, juicing.
No.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, all right, here are a bunch of old Wheaties. Bunch of old Wheaties in my hand. And there you got 1944S, 44S. They're all 44S, 44. What is that for? A bunch of 44, a roll of 44s? Oh no, I see other 42, 44. And we're going to throw these old Wheaties out. And man, these flips look like they're 100 years old. Well, actually, we'll add a few more here. Let's see. 100 years old. Here's a 51, a 51, 51. So what you're bidding on is these right here. And all right, so I don't even know if I'm going to do this right, but when you juice, what you do is you start throwing more stuff out there and try and encourage people to bid even more. So let me see. Let me set this up. Here we go. My first juicing experience. Remember we used to juice? We used to put all kinds of vegetables in that juice blender and juice it. All right. 45 seconds. All right. So whoever jumps in, God is Joker, Fall Guy at $2 has this group of Wheaties right here, right?
Okay, so
Then I say, hey guys, I'm going to juice. I'm going to add in this one and this one. And now they're up to $4. And then I'm going to add, here's one. I'll add that one in. And I'll add that one in. And the whole idea is to see if they increase their bids. Matter of fact, here's a bunch more. Here, there you go. And what's only stuck on 5. Okay, well, let's add more. And let's add more. Let's add a whole pile here. Maybe it'll go up. It's up to 6 now. Let's add some more. That's all in it. Now it's up to 7, Mrs. T.
okay.
And here's another handful. That's how you juice, Mrs. T. It's weird. And here comes some more. Hurry up. Swipe right. Swipe 48. Good Lord. Who knows how old these dang pennies are in these flips. And now it's up to 13. And that's juicing, Mrs. T. And just for fun, I'm going to add some more. Here we go. And this might be my first and last juicing experience.
Yeah.
There we go. Adding a whole pile, Mrs. T.
It looks you're just making this up.
No, I'm not making it up. Other guys do it. Look, here's more. There's 4 seconds, and I'm not even looking at the dates anymore at this point.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just throwing more. This is fun, Mrs. T.
Yeah,
I'm
obviously.
thoroughly amusing myself. Here's
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
And
wow.
you're going to get a mountain
Oh,
of wheat cents here of various dates. And look, Mrs. T, it's up to 25. Oh, it's up to $30. Here's a 48. Here's another 48. Woo-wee! I like juicing. Mrs. T, I'm a juicer now. Here's more. Here's more. Get it up to 40. Here's a 1942. Maybe a here's a 1944 wartime. Liza won the big pile. Liza, look at all these pennies, all these cents that you're going to receive.
My goodness.
Yeah, that juicing is fun. I like that.
Oh.
Woo! 22 bids. Juicing is fun. All right, Mrs. T, we need a bag for all these, and let's make sure Liza does not miss a single one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I have a bag here for you. Right here.
Okay.
Here, Mrs. T.
All right,
Get
here
this-
we go.
Get the tape off of that.
Okay.
Put that all in there.
Okay.
All right,
Here we
there's
go.
that. And don't
Thank you,
forget these
guys.
for Liza as
Oh,
well.
gosh.
Don't forget,
Okay.
these are Liza's as well.
Okay.
Liza gets the whole bag.
Okay.
So now you get the idea
I get that.
of juicing. So no, guess what we're going to do now? We're going to juice some more.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to juice a
Okay,
46 and a 45 and a 45 and a 49. These are in good shape, actually. Look at that. There's a reason somebody put these in a flip. Lord knows when. It could have been in 1950 for all I know. 1960s. There's a reason they put these in flips
Uh-huh.
because they're in really good shape. All right, let's start it again. We'll start with those. And juicing the nice 45 seconds. Did you think you'd be juicing pennies this evening?
No.
Or I'm sorry, I don't want to upset anybody. It's cents. It's cents. All right, nobody wants these. All right, let me add in a couple more. Have I overdone it with the juicing?
I don't know.
44.
You were going a little crazy there.
Look at the shape of these, though. They're in good shape, Mrs.
Well,
T.
Yeah, that I do.
A 1930.
Yeah.
It's a really old one. Look at that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And look at that
40.
reddish brown.
Yeah.
All right, we're up to $3. And maybe we'll add a few more. Tuli's winning at the moment.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. How about we add a couple more?
Yeah.
Look at that one. Look at the tone on that one. A couple more. And I'm telling you, these are in good shape. I'm adding more. Everything you see me dropping in here, 1937, red, beautiful. There we go. Keep swiping, my friends. I'll keep adding more.
Yeah.
And there you go. Dale won that one. $8. That's a whole nice collection to look through for $8. Let's make sure Dale gets every single one of these. All right.
Okay.
I think we're losing people on the juice.
I think you need to. That,
You're welcome, Dale. Thanks for jumping in. Look at Lord of the Deep. He has some bug eyes there. Look at that guy. I like that. All right. Should we do one more last time? I don't know if the chat wants it or not. What do you guys think? Shall we do it one more time for old time's sake? All right. Let's see.
You just like throwing stuff out
I
there.
do. All right. Ton Tavern says yes. Why not? 46S and 49. You got quite a variety here.
You started?
Oh no, let me start it. Here we go. I'm just showing them the product here, Mrs. T. Take it easy. Look at look at what I'm telling you. Somebody in 1952 put these in these flips because they're Wheaties and they're neat to collect. But they're in good shape. How many times have you seen Wheaties? They look like they've been run over by a train.
Yeah.
Indiana in person's winning that whole stack for $1.
Whoa.
But I'm going to add more. There's a 44. Here comes a 16D. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, that's a Mercury dime. Let's see. 19 SVD. No. 1949. More is winning. I just keep adding them, Mrs. T,
Yeah.
with the hopes that the bids go up. There's a red 1950, 50, 46, 40. I'll add more. Here, quick as they could swipe, I'll add more. Whoever's going to win this more is going to win these. And I'll keep adding more. 4 more.
Yeah.
6 more. Here we go. 1949. Keep swiping. That one's pretty. And, ooh, that's a nice 1945. Keep swiping, guys. I got more.
Oh, boy.
44. You know, here, what the heck? Whole handful.
Oh, my.
All these. Look at that. Get a whole collection. Just look through them. Ton Tavern's winning. All right.
Yeah.
Here's a 47. And here's a 1925. Ooh, somebody charged a quarter for that one back in the day, probably in 1950. 1944S. More. Takes it. And I kind of like this, Mrs. T. I'm not going to lie.
I can tell.
All right. And let's see. Oh, all right. Let's make sure that more
Yes.
gets all these.
Okay.
And then we're going to do, you got them all?
Yep.
So don't pick that one up that dropped on the floor. All right. This is the last batch, my friends. Last batch. Here, you could use this bag.
Yep. Okay.
Take that sticker off of there, though.
I will.
All right. Let's start with, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. 1940, 34, 41. You got a nice variety. 46S, 46D, 46D. Nope. Here we go. I'm going to start it for 30 seconds this time. My first juicing experience.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. I'm going to be all juiced out by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Let's add a couple more. 44S. What is that? 41. Wartime. 46. 51. This is the last juicing lot you'll get a chance at. And here they go. Under 10 seconds. Here's more. Here's more. Several more. And here, bump it up, guys. Bump it up. Here's a couple more. Couple more.
Oh, my.
All right. 46S. What is this one, though? This one doesn't even have it. Oh, there it is. 41. All right, guys. This whole pile, $9 going for Liza. Liza, I'll be happy to send those to you.
All right.
And, oh, Ton Tavern is not done yet. Ton Tavern, Southwest Michigan. Heck, we could deliver these. $10 for a whole pile of pennies here, or cents, I should say. Ton Tavern takes them down. Woo! Juicing, Mrs. T. Juicing.
Yeah.
Juice is loose. All right, guys. Let's throw out some more silver. And thank you very much. Oops. Don't cheat. Ton Tavern.
No, no, no.
All right. Let's throw out. All right. That was kind of fun. I don't know if I'll ever do that again, but you just saw T's first ever juicing experience.
That was an experience.
And here we go. How about some silver? E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. 1987. Replica of a Morgan dollar. 1 troy ounce of 1987 silver. Where were you in 1987? Let's see here. Ring of Fire. All right. Let's go 30 seconds. Start auction. Boom. And let's see. We're off to the races now. This is auction number 48.
Yes, it
I'll
is.
tell you what, Mrs. T, let's do an even 50.
Okay.
And then we're going to give something away in just a moment. What? $4 at an ounce of silver? Did I mention this is silver? There it is. Very nice. Got that Morgan dollar depiction there. Ooh, we're basically at spot now of a buck over spot. Oh, okay. Now they're starting to wake up, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
$32 is still not quite where I'd want to be for vintage, but it's all good. These guys have had a fun time tonight. Liza, take her down. I hope you've had a fun time tonight. We like to keep it loose and kind of carefree. Let's do this. This will be the last giveaway of the night. It'll be a 5-minute and last commercial. If you're on Whatnot currently watching me and listening to me, and you're not a subscriber yet, go find me on YouTube. I am T the Silver Stacker, and subscribe to my channel. And we have a lot of fun. We sure do. I have over 20,000 subscribers. Tuli, one of the moderators here, has been a big part of that journey, along with Mrs. T to my left.
Hey.
And let's
It's fun.
see. Let's tell you what. Let's see. This prospector Engelhard Prospector, 1982.
Wait, or did you start the giveaway?
Oh, let me start the giveaway. Thanks, Mrs. T. Giveaway.
I think you're still trying to.
Buyer appreciation number 3. No, I'm not trying to juice. No, I got juice on the brain. I'm not trying to juice. So, all right, the giveaway has started. Now let me run the auction. I started talking about this piece right here. Auction number 49. Let's make it up to 50. Start auction. All right, it's at 30 seconds on an old Engelhard Prospector. Little tone action here or there. 1982. All right, this is the good one. Take a look at that. The Engelhard logo. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, I have a little store down below where I just added a t-shirt and a hoodie with the Engelhard logo on it. And these are the fun ones. That little bull logo, the big E with the bull logo, pretty cool. JC knows all about it. JC, congratulations. I'll put this one in a flip for you, my friend. And right now we have 4 minutes left in the auction. And let's see, what do we do?
This will be number 50.
Yeah, this will be auction number 50 that I'm about to do.
Yep.
All right, let me pull this out. Let me take a sip of water. I'm running out of steam here, so. All right, guys. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the giveaway. Let's do a little more old school silver. Silver trade unit. For some reason, I like when it says silver trade unit on it. It's got the eagle that is in front of the flag and the U.S. Assay Office, San Fran. For some odd reason, they put 2 little C's like it's Carson City. This is not Carson City. But what I really liked that they put on it was 1981. So you've got some 1981 vintage silver to think about as you're waiting for that gaw there. And I'm going to put it on, I don't know, let me put it on 45 seconds. We're coming down to the end here, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
Coming down to the end, we'll finish with some vintage silver.
Okay.
And Stone Boogie. Jackie, 1944 is here. All right, there you go. Finishing up with some vintage silver. Even number 50 auction. 2 minutes left to go in the giveaway. And 20 seconds to win this. 20 seconds to win the old vintage silver. Let me tilt this down a little bit and people see it a little bit better.
Yeah.
There you go. And there you go. It's a nice shape.
Yeah.
What happened to our music, Mrs. T?
It's been doing that all night.
All right, we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Come on, you're the DJ.
I know. The DJ's falling asleep.
All right, there we go. $34 on the vintage to Mower. Okay. And there you go. That's a nice song.
So,
all right, 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, it's probably time. Should we do one more? Okay, just do one more rather than, all right, one more piece of.
What are we going to do? Try to sing?
I could sing.
No.
All right. Talk about pretty eagles. This is, ooh, look at those colors. And now I remember why I had this one put away.
Yeah.
Look at those colors.
Yeah.
Man, it's like 4th of July on this coin. It's a round, some sunshine minting, both sides. Another one that looks like it was outside the auto zone. And man, pretty. That's the definition of rainbow tone there. Let me start her up. And if you like vintage and you like auctions, and you like tone, you got the double whammy here. You've got 2 boxes checked. You've got the vintage box checked, and you've got the tone box checked. I'm just going to imagine what this looks like in the daylight. And that eagle looks really cool. It's a neat depiction of a screaming eagle there. I'll just keep rotating this one a little bit. 40 seconds before the giveaway. Man, I can't believe I had that one stashed away. I must have been waiting for my Saturday auction for that one. And who takes it down? Revenant. Congratulations, Revenant. There's 20 seconds to go, actually about 22 seconds. that is perfect amount of time for me to tell you that I have an auction on my YouTube channel on Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Come join. And if you're a member, hit that. Make sure you hit. If you are a subscriber, make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll have a heads up as to when the auction starts. Here comes the givey right here. Let's see who the winner is. And the winner is, how do you like that? Revenant. Man, perfect timing. Yeah. Tuli says, ooh, glad you reminded me about the morning. Yeah, we're going to do a Sherry video at 8:30 in the morning, followed up by an auction. And congratulations, Revenant. Followed up by an auction on the old YouTube channel. And we have a lot of fun with Sherry every time we go over there. And this time was not a disappointment. It was a good time. And we'll do that auction. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of jokes. Excellent group that shows every week. We have just a really good-natured, fun group that shows up. And Tuli is one of the main people. She's the moderator of the auction. And love the silver envelopes, by the way. Oh, I'm glad you like those. Yeah, I just ordered more, actually. And so thanks, guys, for being here. I hope you had a nice Easter yesterday and a great week this week. And Tuli, thank you so much for always being there, our loyal friend. And on behalf of Mrs. T and myself, thank you so much for a nice evening. Good night, and God bless.
Good night.